I feel like we're heading into we're in September now. We're September 3rd, 2024. Summer's over. Everybody's getting back to work. Everybody's getting focused on what they need to be doing, what they've been putting off for the last 3 or 4 months, especially here in the prairies, just because of the weather. Honestly, it's pretty cliche, but it's the truth. Like here in the prairies, we get about 3 or 4 months of summer, probably about 10 days of like good weather where there's no bugs, where there's no smoke, where there's no wind. About 10 days a year. It's just fucking crazy, but it's the truth. So people want to enjoy that, and I don't blame them, but they're not thinking about too much. They're just trying to enjoy themselves. So we're getting past that point now. We're getting into the fall, and that has historically lined up with when things really start moving there. So we're not going to talk. I guess we'll do the metrics today. I haven't done the price lately though, because it just seems like I'm getting pretty tired of the sideways movement. I think we're long overdue for one, and it's kind of bothering me as this goes on further, because I know that there's some manipulation happening right now. I know it. There's just no way that it wouldn't be. The amount of demand versus the amount of supply out there, I don't know how they're keeping it down, but they are. But kind of what I see happening here in the next little while is that because Bitcoin is an asset that we've never had before, it's truly scarce, fixed. So these big institutions who have been buying it, first of all, there's a lot more to come. I think we've just kind of scratched the surface with who's going to be involved with this stuff. But they have unlimited capital, literally unlimited capital. So first of all, they don't care what the price is. Second of all, the higher the price goes, the more of a management fee BlackRock will be able to collect off of these ETFs. And so what I think is going to happen here in the next little while is they're actually going to just absolutely pump the price of Bitcoin. And we need to be prepared for that, truly. Not just mentally, but we need to have some sort of strategy on what we want to do. But the reason I think they're going to do that is because of the fixed supply. Because there's only so much Bitcoin, because there's been a lot of people holding for a long time now, waiting for kind of this moment to come, I think they're going to pump the price up to a degree where people will have a very hard time holding. And so that's the part that we need to be ready for, because if you're in this, if your conviction is anywhere near mine, then it doesn't really matter what the price is going to be. But it will be interesting to see what they get it to, what they're going to tempt people with. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be, they're just going to tempt people. They're going to say, this is how much it's worth in fiat terms. They're going to start buying Bitcoin through the exchanges again, pump the price up. And hopefully they're going to hope that some of us sell our Bitcoin to them. Because that's the main problem that they're going to have going forward here, is once the grayscale amount runs out, once the amount on the exchange run out, hardly any new Bitcoin are being created now. If you look at the demand, how many Bitcoin gets bought, especially by the ETFs, but on a day-to-day versus the amount of Bitcoin mined, there's a huge variance there. And it's going to catch up eventually. I don't know when, I don't care when, but there's going to come a time where you're going to be very tempted to sell your Bitcoin. So that's why we haven't been talking about the price too much, because it's been pretty boring. And I don't feel like wasting your time with